Did you know that the average American home has about 300,000 items? That's everything from clothes to kitchenware to gadgets you rarely use. And here's the kicker. A study by UCLA found that clutter in your home can actually increase your stress levels and make it harder to focus. Yet, millions of people still find it difficult to let go of their possessions, believing that more is better. But what if less is truly more? What if getting rid of things could not only reduce stress but also bring more happiness and freedom? In this video, we'll explore why minimalists don't miss the things they've let go of and how embracing less can unlock a life of clarity, peace, and joy. Get ready to dive into surprising facts, psychological insights, and life-changing strategies that will help you transform your space and your mindset. Trust us, you won't look at your stuff the same way again. Chapter 1. The silent power of letting go. When we think about minimalism, we often picture an empty room with just a few items neatly arranged. But the true power of minimalism is not just in physical space, it's in the mental and emotional clarity that comes with letting go. According to a study by the National Association of Professional Organizers, 54% of people who declutter their homes report feeling a sense of relief. That feeling of release is often quiet but incredibly powerful. When we hold on to things we don't need, it's like carrying around a heavy backpack. Each item adds weight, not just to our space, but to our minds. Minimalists don't miss the things they let go of because they've already traded clutter for peace. Research shows that living in cluttered environments can increase cortisol levels, which leads to stress and anxiety. Letting go of physical possessions lowers those stress levels, leaving room for clearer thinking and greater emotional balance. The trick is not just throwing things away but recognizing that less can be more. The more you clear out, the more space you create for things that actually matter to you. A minimalist home isn't just about fewer possessions, it's about creating space for your mind to breathe and for new experiences to take shape. Take it from Marie Kondo, the author of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. When you put your house in order, you put your affairs and your past in order too. Her words point to the deeper connection between our environment and our emotional state. By letting go of things that no longer serve us, we allow our lives to evolve and grow in new, exciting directions. The minimalism journey starts with one simple act: deciding to declutter. Start small, and as you let go of things, you'll feel the power of making space for the things that truly bring you joy. As you create more space in your home, you'll notice more space in your mind. It's a cycle of positive change that feeds itself. Chapter 2. Attachment Unraveled. What's really holding you back? One of the biggest hurdles in minimalism is understanding why we become so attached to things. Think about your favorite childhood toy or an old piece of clothing you've kept for years. Why do you keep it, even though it no longer serves you? This attachment isn't just about sentimental value. It's about the emotions and memories we tie to objects. Psychologists call this sentimental clutter, and it's one of the most common reasons people hesitate to declutter. According to a study by the University of California, Berkeley, humans form emotional bonds to objects because they often represent significant life events. For example, an old shirt might remind us of a happy moment, or a gift from a loved one might feel like a symbol of affection. But the problem with holding on to these objects is that we begin to believe they're irreplaceable. We think that part of our identity is tied to these items. However, minimalists understand that letting go doesn't mean losing the memory or the connection. As psychologist Dr. Sherry Borg Carter points out, objects do not define us, our memories and experiences do. Overcoming attachment starts with recognizing that the emotional significance of objects is in the memories they represent, not in the objects themselves. Minimalists often take a moment to reflect on why they're attached to something before deciding whether to keep it. This process allows them to separate the emotion from the item, leading to a healthier relationship with their possessions. If you want to begin the process of letting go, ask yourself, does this object truly enhance my life today, or is it just a reminder of who I used to be? The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to release unnecessary things without feeling like you're losing part of yourself. You'll be amazed at how much lighter and freer you feel. Chapter 3. The Joy of Space. Why less is truly more. One of the biggest reasons minimalists don't miss the things they let go of is the joy of space. We tend to think that more is better, more things, more options, more choices. But what we often fail to realize is that excess can overwhelm us. According to a study by Princeton University, clutter negatively impacts our ability to focus and process information. It's no surprise, then, that the minimalist mindset celebrates space. The beauty of minimalism isn't just about getting rid of stuff, it's about creating room for the things that matter most. When you let go of unnecessary items, you're not left with emptiness. Instead, you gain space to breathe, think, and reflect. It's like clearing away the fog to see the world more clearly. There's a psychological benefit to living in an uncluttered environment. It reduces mental fatigue. In fact, studies have shown that living in a clean, minimal space can lead to better sleep, improved productivity, and less stress. This is because our brains aren't constantly processing visual noise. When everything has a designated place, our minds can focus on what's truly important. Space isn't just physical, it's emotional too. Minimalists often talk about how their lifestyle allows them to feel more connected to themselves and others. With fewer distractions, they're able to invest more time in relationships and personal growth. You might find that as you let go of things, you make room for deeper connections with people and ideas. Think about how you feel when you walk into a tidy, organized room. There's a sense of calm, of clarity. Now, imagine that feeling spreading throughout your entire life. That's what minimalism offers, freedom from the weight of excess, both physically and mentally. Minimalists also recognize that the things we hold on to don't necessarily bring happiness. In fact, studies have shown that once our basic needs are met, the pursuit of material possessions doesn't significantly contribute to long-term happiness. Instead, experiences, relationships, and personal growth provide deeper satisfaction. In the end, minimalism isn't about deprivation, it's about abundance. It's about creating a life that's rich in meaning and purpose by focusing on what truly matters. And once you experience the joy of space, you'll understand why minimalists don't miss the things they've let go of. If you're finding these ideas helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more practical tips and strategies on how to embrace minimalism in your daily life. Chapter 4. The Non-Consumer's High. How minimalism feels like a life upgrade. Minimalism isn't just about getting rid of things, it's about upgrading your life. When you stop buying unnecessary items, you free yourself from the pressure to constantly consume. This can feel like a rush of fresh air. In fact, a study from the University of California found that people who engage in mindful consumption report feeling more content and less stressed. This non-consumer's high happens when you realize you no longer need to chase the next big thing. Think about it. How often have you bought something you didn't really need, just to feel better in the moment? Minimalism helps break that cycle. It shifts the focus from acquisition to appreciation, allowing you to find joy in the simple, meaningful things. As Joshua Becker, author of The More of Less, writes, "The desire for more rarely leads to satisfaction, but the desire for less can lead to a deeper and more meaningful life." It's all about shifting your mindset. Instead of seeking fulfillment through possessions, minimalism teaches you to seek happiness in experiences, relationships, and personal growth. And the best part? When you're no longer chasing things, you have more time and energy to focus on what truly matters. Studies have shown that people who practice minimalism are more likely to experience improved mental well-being and greater life satisfaction. One survey revealed that 58% of minimalists said they feel less anxious about money, and 47% said they felt more free. As you let go of the constant desire for new things, you begin to experience a mental shift. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by choices, you'll notice that life feels lighter and more fulfilling. This isn't just a lifestyle, it's a complete life upgrade. Minimalism is about feeling more alive in your own life and less distracted by the endless pursuit of stuff. If you're inspired by this, make sure to subscribe to get more insights and practical advice on how to live a minimalist lifestyle and find freedom from the clutter. Chapter 5. Freedom from the stuff cycle. A new way of living. Most of us are stuck in a cycle: buy, acquire, store, and repeat. The stuff cycle is a constant loop of collecting, organizing, and maintaining material possessions. But minimalism offers an escape from this exhausting routine. It teaches you that you don't need to keep up with the latest trends or fill your home with unnecessary items. The less you own, the less you have to manage, and the more freedom you gain. A study from the University of Scranton found that 92% of New Year's resolutions fail, with the most common goal being to spend less money. The constant need to buy new things can make this goal feel impossible. But minimalism provides a clear path out. Instead of buying things on impulse, minimalists focus on intentional purchases that add value to their lives. Living with fewer possessions means less time spent cleaning, maintaining, and organizing. It's a simple concept. If you have less, you have to take care of less. This frees up time to focus on what really matters: your health, relationships, hobbies, and personal growth. Author and minimalist Leo Babauta of Zen Habits says, "When you have less, you need less." It's not about less money or stuff, it's about not having to worry about managing it all. Minimalists experience less stress because they've freed themselves from the obligation to constantly acquire and manage material goods. Freedom from the stuff cycle doesn't just give you more time, it also gives you more control over your financial situation. The average American spends about $1,500 per year on items they don't need, according to a study by the National Retail Federation. Minimalists reduce unnecessary spending, which means more money to invest in meaningful experiences and future goals. If you're stuck in the cycle of always needing more, try to break free by focusing on intentional consumption. Ask yourself, does this item truly improve my life, or is it just another distraction? Minimalism encourages you to invest in things that align with your values, so you can live a life that feels truly yours. Chapter 6. The Art of Conscious Choosing. What you keep versus what you lose. One of the cornerstones of minimalism is the art of conscious choosing. Minimalists don't just get rid of things, they make intentional decisions about what stays and what goes. It's about being mindful and deliberate in every purchase and every possession. As you practice this, you start to see that the things you keep should serve a purpose, enhance your life, or bring you joy. In her book The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, Marie Kondo introduces the concept of sparking joy. Instead of holding on to things out of obligation or habit, she encourages us to only keep things that truly make us happy. It's a simple yet powerful method that allows you to evaluate each possession with intention. Research supports this idea. A study by the American Psychological Association found that people who engage in mindful decision-making feel more content and less overwhelmed by their possessions. When we make thoughtful choices about what we keep, it not only reduces clutter but also fosters a deeper connection to the things that truly matter. The process of conscious choosing can also extend to other areas of life. Minimalists often apply this mindset to their schedules, relationships, and goals. By being more intentional about where they spend their time and energy, they create space for the things that align with their values. This helps them live with purpose and direction, rather than being distracted by everything around them. For example, when it comes to clothing, minimalists might have a capsule wardrobe, a small collection of versatile, high-quality pieces that they truly love. Instead of constantly buying new clothes, they choose carefully, ensuring each item serves a function and fits their lifestyle. This strategy can be applied to nearly every area of life, from the books you keep to the technology you use. Conscious choosing doesn't just help with material possessions. It helps you prioritize your time, energy, and resources. When you focus on what truly matters, you can build a life that feels meaningful and intentional. It's about making decisions that align with your goals and values, so you can live authentically and without regret. Minimalism teaches that we don't need a lot to be happy. In fact, by choosing less, we can experience more freedom, joy, and peace. The key is making conscious decisions that align with our desires and not society's expectations. Once you understand the art of conscious choosing, you'll realize that you don't miss the things you've let go of because they no longer fit the life you're intentionally building. If you're ready to take action, be sure to subscribe and get the latest strategies and tips to help you live with purpose and clarity.